Right, morning. Today I want to talk to you about why a product fails on Amazon. So what it really comes down to is for 90% of markets and why 90% of products will fail on selling on Amazon, it's just because of a lack of skills. And I'm actually going to show you one of my first product that I launched, and you'll see why it failed, why it didn't do very well. So I used to sell a bartender kit, and I'll show you up here. I can literally show you my exact listing. So I'll bring that up. Now, you might be looking at that and thinking, that looks cool. That looks like a cool product. And honestly, it is a cool product. I love this product. I still sometimes think about a relaunch because now I've got the skills. I feel like I could nail this, but my brand has gone in a totally different direction. So I still sell under the same brand, and now I sell in the pet niche. This brand started in its early days as a bartender kit. Now I'll show you this. So look, main image, it's not bad. It takes up the main screen. There's not too much white space. But what I would say here is immediate improvement is you want to have the box in it. This is quite a giftable product. So if you've got a nice giftable packaging, you should put that in the background. Like that for whatever reason, like that just works. And then on that, you can have like some keywords. So you're not usually allowed to put keywords in your main image, but when it's on the packaging, it's usually allowed. So you could have in the back like some really nice packaging that just says bartender kit or premium bartender kit, or just something cool. You could even have some cool benefits to it, like 13-piece bartender kit or something like that on there. So you can do quite a bit with your main image, and this main image is okay. But if I was to go into the bartender kit market to get to the top of page one or near the top, like you need a really good main image. And I never really tested this one. I tested a couple, but what you really want to do is you want to get like 8-10 main images and just test the shit out of them. The main image is so key because it's the first thing customers see. Like you could have such a good product, and if your main image isn't good, nobody's buying it. Because who's going to stop when they're scrolling through all the products on Amazon? Who's going to stop on a shit main image? If your click-through rate on your main image goes from 1% to 2%, you've moved the needle 1%, you've doubled the amount of clicks your product's getting. And ultimately that's going to double the amount of sales you get. So I cannot stress how important a main image is, and I did not do enough testing of my main image on this product. Another thing, reviews. Whatever you hear about reviews, what I've got there, 4.6 stars, 94 ratings, that's enough to do well. You can rip on Amazon when you've got 50 plus reviews, as long as the rating is high. A bit market dependent, but usually if your rating is like around the 4.5 mark and you've only got 50 reviews, if everything else is dialed in, you can rip. I think people fall back on the reviews part. An easy excuse, because when you first start, you're never going to have the reviews straight away. And you're probably competing with, there's bound to be somebody who's got like 1,000 plus reviews in your market. So you just blame it on the reviews, when the reality is there's so much more you can do to offset any slight conversion variable of having only 50 reviews compared to someone who's got 1,000. Yeah, it will make a bit of a difference, but it's one cog of the piece is reviews. And as long as you've got a high rating, the number of reviews, I don't think it matters that much. Like, I don't know for certain the data on this, but in my product category right now, a new players coming to the market has got a quarter of the reviews I've got, but they've clearly got a good product because they have, after like 45 ratings. They've got 5 stars, and most in the market have got 4 to 4.5. So they've overtaken me, and it now makes me want to level up and be like, how can I improve my product? How can I get to 4.5 star plus rating? You cannot just blame the lack of reviews as to why your product failed. Elevate your cocktail game. Long lasting and durable. It's not bad. I mean, I think here what I would rather have is like, it doesn't really feel like, oh, this is in my home. It just looks a bit maybe like you're actually at a bar. And I think what you really want is like for a customer to be thinking, this is what this would look like in my home. Like this. So you want like a more realistic home. Maybe you've got some family around having a like a party with your bartender kit, center of attention, and you're all having fun, and you can really see like, oh, if I buy this bartender kit, I can have loads of fun with my friends. And I don't think this picture conveys that. It's got some of the benefits to it. You've got to be careful with just listing features of your product. Like, you want to really go deep into why that feature is good for the customer. So focus on benefits, not features. It's quite a nice picture. Shows everything that's included. Pretty solid. And this was my unique design. It's the only one, still to this day, it was the only one that had a drawer that pulls out and keeps your straws in. And it was actually really nice. Like, each straw fits perfectly in there. Like, again, it's a bloody good product, this. I really like it. And it's a bit weird, like that hand. It's like a weird floating hand. Like, again, you could have more lifestyle feeling there. I feel like these lifestyle pictures, again, I don't know the data on this, but when you've got a product like this, like really seeing yourself using the product. So maybe having like a couple together, having like, looking like they're having a bit of a date night with their cocktail kit. Like, I think that is a much better image. And this one here, I quite like this one. Vintage charm, modern mixology, provides a stylish and vintage look. Again, I think that's more of a feature, not a benefit. So if you could have it maybe in the home again, where this is going to be used, and it's like, it's blending in with your home decor, like it enhances your home bar area or whatever. I think that's better. You're really going deep into like why this feature, like why does the stylish and vintage look help the customer? Why do they like that? Benefits, not features. And then this one here, gift the joy of mixology. AI generated job here, but this is pretty good. It's actually a good image. That's honestly, that's the best image, especially around like Christmas time. Like when you've got like this product in Q4, it rips. Like even with this listing here, and I wasn't ranking very well. It's when I first saw the power of Amazon. My product wasn't profitable, and then December hits, and all of a sudden my sales like quadrupled. We'd gone from not making any money, and this was like what, month 4 of selling on Amazon. We did like $3,500 in this product, like net profit in Q4, and it was like the sales had gone from like $7,000 or $8,000 in revenue a month, went up to like 30 plus, and I was like, man, that is crazy. Just every day checking, it's like sale every like 15 minutes, and you think, man, Amazon is powerful. That was one of the things that made me think, this platform, this is a beast. All right, we'll go down to see a bit more of this. So like, this is a listing here. That's pretty good. It'll have all the SEO in there. My SEO is always pretty solid. Pull out drawer. I think again, I could probably focus more on the benefits rather than the features. Like, why is a stylish wood stand good for the customer? It's a bit too feature heavy. I did have a video for this, which was quite good actually. But it's not too bad. I mean, this guy looks a bit weird. The listing's just all right. And that was the results I got. I broke even on the product roughly. That's the critical reason why this product didn't work, is my main image wasn't good enough. My other listing images just weren't good enough. My A+ content was pretty average. But really that product to me, it came down to the images. there's other parts you need to figure out. Like, you need to know how to run your advertising campaigns on Amazon. But if your images are optimized, your advertising converts better. So everything improves if your images are optimized. And that listing right there is just a prime example of why you need to have good images, and you should spend a lot of time getting good images. Because my product was great. You can see the reviews, 4.6 star reviews. There was other reasons why I stopped selling it, like my margins weren't right, and that's another video for another day. And if I relaunched that product, I would figure out a way of getting my margins better. But ultimately, images. Get your images sorted. And in fact, if you want to see a bit of a reality check video on margins, I've got a video on profit, the real profit you make on Amazon. And so yeah, check that out. I'll put it up here. I think that's what the YouTubers do. Go check that out, and I'll see you soon.